Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. That's all we have to say. Cue the intro.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm DannietheDoll.
And I am Sophie Jo, and you are watching Sister SOUNDOFF.
Much better. Okay. Welcome back to our third episode. And this is going to be a good one for you guys. Kicking it off with one of our favorite segments
that we love to call A Sip with Sis. I'm not going to lie to you. I almost forgot the name of that segment. That's why I was like, a sip.
I'm grabbing the bottle. She's got the cup. Today we're going to drink on some good old
Yeah, after watching what we just watched, we all discombobulated.
Right, okay.
Y'all, we are about to dive into, I'm sure you guys have been seeing all the viral clips on social media, the documentary on Hulu, Hurricane Katrina, A Race Against Time.
Oh my God.
Let me get my notes out.
Hey.
Uh,
Tragedy and a heartbreak. The documentary, honestly, I went through so many emotions from beginning, first episode to the fourth. Like,
y'all, and
I'm not gonna say many emotions because I don't think there was ever once when I was happy.
Right? Hello.
It was just tears, anger, and shock.
Yes, I started watching it actually today. I haven't finished it. I'm on episode 3, but DannietheDoll has finished watching it. But I want to start with saying this: when Hurricane Katrina first happened in 2005. I'm just trying to give a little bit of perspective. I was only 8 years old. You had to be, what, 12?
Yeah.
So I knew, like, I heard, oh my God, there's a terrible hurricane in New Orleans.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I don't know the details. I knew black people were being mistreated, though. I knew that. But I didn't know the detail of it all.
Yeah, and because there was I'd say about 8, don't I want to say 90? I'll say 85-ish of things that came out in the documentary that we didn't even know about. Like, there was some stuff we heard or the news, we saw the news or whatever, but the stories of what, like, really, really happened.
Right.
And how we were...
Oh, my gosh.
How we were treated, it was almost inhumane. Like, it was
Animals.
Like, you would have thought this hurricane took place in Saudi Arabia somewhere. Like, a desert storm came and the people were just treated like it was insane. And it happened right here on our own soil. Like,
right. And I want to start off with, I don't even know where to start, Lord. This is the main part, and I think this is why the documentary has become such a sensation, is because this whole time we thought Hurricane Katrina, the physical hurricane itself, is what tore up the wards of New Orleans. Nope. It wasn't Mother Nature. Yeah, it definitely played a part, and it started everything, but it was something that was man-made. The levees.
Yeah. The levees tore everything apart by basically drowning everything and everybody out.
Right.
And another thing that I discovered from the documentary, I think they talked about it in like episode 2. This happened 30 years before.
I got the facts. I got the facts. That's what I was going to start with. Back in 1965, Hurricane Betsy came through New Orleans, because if you ever been to Louisiana or New Orleans, it's right on that. Mississippi giant body of water. In 1965, Hurricane Betsy came. Almost the same thing happened. Wiped out a lot of people, tons of water. The levees weak. And that's really how...
And more people died even then.
Right, because of the levees. The levees were not strong enough to keep that water back. So they broke and it drowned out the city. So you would think in 1965, right, they would rebuild the levee strong enough to withstand another incident. Because anytime you are in a city or a state where you're in that much water, something is going to happen eventually. So why not prepare for it? And the fact that they did not rebuild those levees strong enough to withstand something else happening, traveling all the way to 2005 from 1965, is insane. And you know why they weren't built strong and how they should have been built? Because where the levees are is on a majority black, urban,
less financially
stable part of town. So, it's not that big of a deal. We don't have to put that much effort into protecting and keeping these black people safe.
Yeah, if you really want to get into it. What are you like? From what I took from the documentary, the main thing a lot of people took from it was the shock of how people were treated even after it was. Even after the rescue was coming, because so many other things happened that was going on that didn't even get noticed. You know, people getting pants put on and
that man
abused in the Superdome. They had them gathered up in there like sardines in a can. In extreme heat, no food, water. They took their time getting shit to them.
I was just about to say,
babies was out there starving. It was just
If y'all have ever been, I've been in New Orleans one time when we lived in Bastrop. Our football team went to this. I was a cheerleader, and we went to New Orleans for the championship. And not just New Orleans, Louisiana and New Orleans in particularly is hot. So imagine being trapped in that heat, literally passing out. Not only the lack of food, the lack of like cleanliness and using the bathroom just in front of any and everybody. Yes. The germs. When that man got his leg cut in that dirty water.
Yeah, there was a guy who was walking with his brother in that contaminated
wading
water,
in the water.
And hit his leg hard up against like a stop sign or something and cut his leg. And of course there's no resources out there because there are so many miles from help. He didn't get it cleaned and treated in time, and the infection eventually caused major other health problems, and the man sadly passed away. And this is just one
incident. Story. Imagine how many stories didn't even make it to this documentary. But before we get a little bit deeper into the horrific parts of this documentary, I want to go back just a little bit because I like to find, like, why did this happen? How did this person end up on drugs? Like, how did this person end up with cancer type stuff? But in the very beginning of the documentary, if you saw way back in the day, they were talking about New Orleans had the swamps and it was filled with those trees and the moss trees. Those trees were a level of protection from heavy water coming in because when heavy water comes through a whole bunch of trees, it slows down the pressure of the water coming through.
It kind of breaks it
up a little bit, so the pressure isn't as intense. The trees, when that scientist came and studied it and all that good stuff, the trees were dead or gone because of, and this is what I be telling people, it's all kind of stuff, environmental racism, all kind of stuff, y'all. But the trees were dead and couldn't help with the storm because of the progression of modern technology and capitalism, really, because the automobiles, the oil plants, all those plants and machineries and computers and all that good stuff puts pollutants in the air and it kills nature. Yeah. And a lot of times we don't think about how important trees are or things like that, but it was helping keep all that heavy water. I just thought it was important to bring out that part about how just nature, because of we are right
on our environment.
Yep. Because we as people are so focused on newer cars, just cell phones, computers. We don't think about the effects of all that pollutant in the air, and all that has something to do with Katrina as well.
Yeah, and it's just, and then the aftermath. Even after they got help, they didn't get any help. Like it was. They shipped them off. They broke up like the families, separated people. People didn't find their loved ones and relatives for years. People still missing. And the documentary, it didn't mention them. Maybe they weren't important enough, but the prisoners in New Orleans, they were stranded as well. There are over 500 and something prisoners to this day unaccounted for because they pretty much left them there to die.
Yeah.
And it was just a mess. I mean, they had brought the guards down and forcing people to stay in certain areas. If you tried to leave, they would try to shoot you down. If you tried to go another way, it was blocked. People was getting shot for trying to take milk and food and water out of stores. That was probably the craziest part of the documentary.
I was in here cooking my ground beef and onions and peppers, trying to meal prep, trying to do better. Okay, stay out these fast food restaurants because that's what's killing us, and that's
She
another
just
story.
asked for a milkshake 5 minutes when we started this.
Well, I didn't say fries. Anyways, I was cooking my food and I had the documentary playing in the background. When that part came on and the guys decided, let's, now that things have calmed down just a tad, we starving, let's go to some of these grocery stores that I know are empty.
Yes.
To feed ourselves and feed these other people and get some of these stinking, wet, dirty draws off of us. And that white lady, I'm saying white because she was white. That lady got on the news and said, they're only looking out for themselves. Who else is looking out for them? Not the government, not you.
You really think these people are just breaking into these stores for the hell of it? Like they're
Y'all,
in there
that
getting
part,
milk,
I was shook.
food, clothes, formula for their babies.
I couldn't believe that they were making it seem like they were doing something wrong by trying to stay alive.
It was so much. It was just so much going on, man. Don't even get me started with the 10 people that were shot and killed by the police within those weeks. Yes.
See, I haven't even made it to that part of the
Yeah,
documentary.
that's another part that's gonna piss you off a whole lot. So just
I hope I don't develop high blood pressure after watching this. But I wrote down a quote from, I forgot his name, but somebody in the documentary with sense said, people come first, property comes second. That's when that lady and all those people was trying to be like, they're looting and stealing. People come first, property comes second.
Yeah.
You could always buy you can buy another house, buy another jewelry, or buy another car. You can't replace a human being. Once they're gone, they gone.
It was just, at the city of New Orleans, the city of Louisiana, the government, the mayor, the president, who was George Wimp W. Bush. That's what the W stands for, Wimp. Who rolled past in his fancy private helicopter.
Like he had a doggone. Where you go when you go look at the zoo? You can ride in a little safari car and you look at the animals. That's what he looking like.
Not much of no help, and all these people that I named, that all of them together failed that entire city. They felt all those communities. They felt everybody.
And don't forget about.
And they felt it without, to me, not even
feeling
remorseful. They didn't give a crap.
That man, Mike Brown, the director of FEMA during that time, and he's out at Ruth Chris eating fancy dinners, talking about he needs time for dinner. I Googled him to see what he was up to now. He's still doing some kind of crap in politics, I think. And these are people these kind of folks who are making decisions for us in our community. Anyways, I was hoping I looked up information on him and it said that he got hit by a school bus or something. He's still alive, y'all, but his time is coming. But I do want to give a shout out. I don't know his name because I failed to do my research. The older the general. Hats off to the general.
Out to you. Yes. If they had more of him down there, it probably could have been some more people.
W's in the chat. We ain't even got no chat, but hats off to that man.
Yeah, put G for General down in the comments.
I loved him.
When you watch the documentary, come back to this episode and talk about the General.
He came in standing on business. When he got off that truck, he came in standing on business.
Like, we are not. First off, stop shooting at these civilians like they're
them. And once again, Mike,
this isn't Afghanistan.
Right. These are our people. These ain't no
not refugees.
Hello.
These are human. These are your neighbors. Like get that.
These are U.S. citizens. Y'all acting like these people some foreigners.
Yeah, it's like what? Oh.
And then Mike Brown talking about, I want you right here next to me in Baton Rouge. That man said, them people down there dying. I'm not finna stay in Baton Rouge. I'm finna go to New Orleans and get in the field. Hello? Are we okay?
So, guys,
I think that. Yeah, I can't talk anymore because
we can talk about this another hour. But comment down below if you are from Louisiana.
Oh my gosh,
maybe
yes.
Been a survivor. If you have a family or a friend who went through that hurricane at that time. Let us know your thoughts. And we have a question for you guys. Let us know if this incident happened in 2025. How do you think it would be? Would it be different? Me
and DannietheDoll was discussing this.
Yeah.
We kind of have two different point of views. I say it low key almost would probably be the same situation because of our president right now. He definitely don't care. But DannietheDoll.
Yeah, I say, despite his mental capacity, I think it would definitely be different. A lot more people would be saved just for the simple fact that social media is such a central, a pivotal center point in our lives that as soon as them levees broke, I guarantee you somebody would have been on the phone going live. Hey, look.
Yeah.
And so many
More
celebrities and influencers and people with money and, you know, would have flew down there by however way. And I think a lot of more people would have gotten saved because of the times we're living in now. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, we are back, guys. We had to take a quick intermission, but we are back with Sister Celebrity Scoop. We got the latest news and the gossip for you.
I'm so glad you don't
I know. I'm trying to keep it in, but I be thinking it.
Yes, our Sister Celebrity Scoop, giving you guys a scoop on your favorite celebrity.
Yeah. So, guys, we want to talk about this real quick because I just thought it was so funny. And as a person who enjoys makeup, a person who used to but no longer shops at Target, this was just so funny and music to my ears. It has been announced that Ulta is ending their partnership with Target. Like, I don't know why that's so funny to me, but apparently they had, I think, like a 5-year deal or something like that. You know, Target started to put little Ulta shops in their stores.
Yeah, we have one in our local store.
Right. And they said, y'all not finna take... They said, we know a sinking ship when we see one, and we not finna be there with you.
Yeah. So probably after the 5-year contract was up, they're like, oh, all right, we're not renewing this shit. Let's
pack up, guys.
Let's back up and head out.
Right. Because we know Target has lost millions or billions.
17.2 billion to be exact.
Wow. Dollars from the whole DEI situation.
Stop playing with our money because our money is powerful.
Yeah.
Dollars
when I will say this, we have a tough time sometimes as black people or people of color uniting lately, but I love that we decided to, we're not going to Target. I will go to Walgreens. I go to...
And shout out to the Latino community because I don't see y'all up in there either, so hey.
Yeah. So...
yeah,
we stuck together on that, and I love it. And Ulta said, "Oh, we not finna go down with y'all. We are not.
We like Ultra, and because they've done this, we like them even more. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, hello. So we just wanted to tell that to you guys. Hey, let me see. Some of my faces not sponsored, but maybe in the future sponsored by Ulta. Next for the Celebrity Scoop, y'all. I know y'all have been seeing these clips. Amanda Seales versus 20 black conservatives. This episode is very blackety black today, but she's been going head to head with individuals, black conservatives, you know, battling her against her views and their views.
It was quite an eye opener from what I've heard, and I've seen a few clips, and some of these conservatives just really make you.
They really think they're like.
I told my boyfriend last night, it was something else we were on the topic of, and I was like, all skinfolk ain't skinfolk ain't kinfolk.
Right.
And saying that it really not, because, man.
The clip of the guy saying, black people, modern day black people don't deserve reparations because reparations are for people who work hard and not for people who play video games and smokes weed all day. Y'all know Amanda tore into him. She, first off, ain't the one to play with. But, and everything Amanda says, I don't agree with. But I'm going to say 85% I do. But for you to say that as if you are not a descendant of slaves, people who worked hard to build this country on their back for free.
It's just crazy. And then when those type of people make comments like that, it makes me wonder, like, who raised you? Like, I wonder what your black mother would think if she heard. Is she like that? Like, where did this how can I say it? Attitude kind of like
whitewash
from? I don't want to say I didn't even want to go there, even though in the back of my mind I was thinking it, but it's like
you've been brainwashed.
Yeah, brain. It's like what?
You're sick. But
it's like what in the Dan Carson?
Right. But yeah, we know Amanda is gonna stand strong and battle those people down to the core, child.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you can type it in somewhere and check it out.
She's definitely the right person for the job. I'm loving every bit of it.
And they just better be lucky that she didn't call Dr.
Umar Johnson. Oh my God!
Battle for your ass.
That's what should have been in the background.
Brother, what is wrong with you?
Pan-African.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he is funny to me.
So our last scoop of this segment, guys, is someone who is expecting a child. She is Naomi. Well, yeah, they call it Naomi. If you are a wrestling fan wrestling fan of WWE, first off, shout out to women of color who are in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
True, women, period, in WWE.
Yeah, because at first it was an all-men sport.
Yeah.
So shout out that to them. But the beautiful Naomi, who's been in it for...
Wait, hold on. Because me saying that made me feel like I was saying, shout out to women. I mean, when Dale said shout out to black women, and then I came behind it saying all women. For some reason, it made me feel like when people say Black Lives Matter, and they say all lives matter. Anyways, that just ran through my head. My bad. All the women in the WWE fighting with them chairs and wrestling. Go ahead and get into it.
Shout out to all the women wrestlers. But in particular today, we're talking about the beautiful Naomi and her man, Jimmy. They've been together since 2014. Shout out, first of all, to that amount of time, especially in this industry. So they're expecting their first child together. Right now, she's 7 weeks pregnant. Don't know yet if it's a girl or boy, but I just want to give a quick congrats to her, and I'm sure the child's going to be beautiful.
And come out kicking, literally.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, I just want to give a shout out to her and her lovely
beau.
Yeah, well, they've been together since,
Lovely beau.
Oh, man. So, yeah, shout out to them. Yeah. And that wraps up our scoop of the week.
Scoop of the week. And we also want to get just a little bit into, because we've been seeing a little bit of it kind of pick up a little bit of conversation to heat on social media. The Mount Rushmore of entertainers.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, are we talking about entertainers ever or today's entertainers? I'm going to say entertainers ever.
Yeah. And then you got to think of what kind of entertainers. Are we talking musically, TV-wise? There's other, you talking about the greatest entertainers? That could be anybody from...
I think the conversation
Denzel Washington to...
That's true. I think that conversation, though, was geared more towards music.
Yeah. Because we've seen the R&B... Should we go down the... We can't cover all the genres.
No, because when it's music, it don't matter what genre.
Oh, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this conversation came up because I think, was it Tyga or was it... Who posted that? Dang. Was it Tyga?
Tank.
No, it wasn't. No. I think it was Tyga. He posted his...
He was one of them. I don't know.
When we...
It was somebody.
But I want to give... Who you want to go first? I'm going to go first.
You can go first.
My Mount Rushmore of greatest entertainers of all time.
It's supposed to be 5 or...
I think it's 5.
5.
Greatest entertainers of all time. And this is more specifically in the music industry for me. All right. I'm going to go... Honestly, I agree with... I think it was Tyga. Chris Brown. And this is in no order because I don't know what order to put these people in. But they on there. Chris Brown. And I'm saying entertainer as in not just you can sing good.
All well-rounded.
Dance, sing,
put
on a show.
Your visuals when you perform. Yeah.
When you go to their concert, they're giving you your money's worth, not just standing there. Chris Brown, I'm going to go Michael Jackson, okay. I'm going to go, I still don't know why people was falling out and fading. I don't know. No, I'm saying he's great, but I don't get the just,
I'm not gonna judge because
to me, when it gets to that point, it's like, are we looking at these people as gods? Then it starts to get a little.
I think people are just overwhelmed. With this excitement. Guy is so major. He's like the king of all kings, and he's in my face moonwalking. I can't even believe it. Then they just.
Jesus. Okay, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Beyonce. Let me think of old school. I know people put Tina Turner up there, and I'm trying to think about her videos and stuff. I don't know if Tina Turner's on there for me. I'm gonna say this lady next, and it's definitely not because of her voice.
Maybe say Tina, because
this is my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, Beyonce. The lady I'm gonna say next, I don't want y'all to beat me up. Because she definitely don't have the best voice to me. But I know how huge of an icon she was / is. Diana Ross. And, I don't have a fifth one. Oh, James Brown. No, he put on a show. No.
Godfather.
Okay, James Brown. My bad. I had to think.
And
What about that?
I was gonna say you could do Diana just because not only was she, well,
She acted too.
she was an actor. I don't know about performance, but yeah, and
I know, like she had like
that's this year.
Hugh or whatever. So that's me. Let's see what yours is.
Okay.
And I think I'm forgetting somebody.
Oh God. For me, okay. Dang, you only put. Oh, let me ask you. Okay. MJ first and foremost. MJ, I think is just a king of everything. Hey, music wise, this man was of course you already know, one of the best dancer. His live performances was like he was going to see a movie. His short films, his videos, come on now. He did a little acting too. The Wiz, Captain EO. He had a little part in Men in Black. Anyways, yeah, and I think it was a great singer. So of course MJ, Beyonce. I mean, she just come on. Chris Brown. So I would agree with your top three: Chris, MJ, and Beyonce. But we're talking about vocals, visuals, and performances. Fourth.
That's when it gets tricky.
Some people sleep on him, but when it comes to from the performances I've seen this man put on,
Who did I forget?
And then his vocals. People sleep on his vocals because
Wait.
this man got the pipes. He may be a little and short and cute, but he puts on a
Bow
show.
Wow.
Bruno Mars.
Ooh.
Again, this is my list, so don't come at me crazy. You gotta think about it. All of his songs were bangers. Then when he partnered up with Anderson .Paak with Silk Sonic, come on. So yeah, in his performances, he's never had it bad. For all his stuff is amazing.
I didn't even think about that. He definitely is an entertainer.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think for this,
greatest
one of the greatest in this modern day, like from our generation. Now, if I'm going back old school, besides Michael, I have to say the fifth person. Okay, wait a minute, because I had it in my
Whitney
I
Houston?
had them in my head. I'm gonna go with Whitney.
Because it's like and the reason it's a question is because Whitney is not going to get up there and dance.
Yeah,
but
it's like Mariah. Yeah, she's not going to give you a whole A count, but she makes up for it with her outstanding vocals.
Right, and she's passionate with the singing.
Yes, like even when she's standing there or just walking and serenading you, that's a performance. Like it's like an experience. Mm-hmm. So at least that's what I heard from her concerts and from what we've seen. So. Amazing vocalist. Matter of fact, we even call her The Voice. Hello, you know how many voices there are in the industry for somebody to get a nickname The Voice? So her vocals, and then she was to me a great actress. The Preacher's Wife, Waiting to Exhale. What was the other movie? Sparkle, and then there was another one. She was in something else. But anyways, yeah. So her big one, The Bodyguard. Yeah, so acting, vocal wise, she was just all around good entertainer. So, yeah.
I still feel like it's somebody Beyonce, I can't think of.
Whitney and Chris.
Okay, so let's go back through one more time. Mine is Chris Brown, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, James Brown.
Chris Brown, Beyonce, Michael, Whitney, and Bruno. Anyways, we just want to do that fun little trend. So
y'all comment down below. Let us know your Mount Rushmore if you agree with us, or if you like, y'all tripping, y'all left out Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah, if you agree with Sophie Jo's list or my list, I think my list's great. But whatever. But yours is good too. So
yeah, we have our own things.
Great entertainers all around.
All time. And lastly, we need to get back into that. Everybody nowadays, and I'm saying this like I'm on stage, but a lot of the entertainers now, they're not putting in the work to become icons. We need 8 counts. We need rehearsals. We need dance moves. We need interactions with the crowd. We need vocal training. We need
people like Whitney
A&R training. Like, we need everything.
Oh, we didn't say Prince.
Oh.
Listen, we can't put everybody up there. Prince, we love you.
I don't know if he would be on my personal, but he's
okay. You had hee, then you had ooh. All right, guys, that wraps up this episode of Sister Sound Off. But before we get out of here, you know what we got to do.
We have to leave you with something inspirational, motivational, all that good stuff. Yeah. So this is Danny's Dose.
Give you a little dose of inspiration to start off your week. So for this one, I went with something real simple, but is deserving for everybody. You got to know how bomb you are without congratulations, celebrations, or validations. Okay? I'll run that back one more time. You got to know how bomb you are without congratulations, celebrations, or validations. I don't know if I said that in the right order, but basically, yeah, you got to validate yourself. You got to know who you are even when nobody tells you. Because you're not always going to get the applause or the great job, the pat on the back. And you might not even get recognition for, what you've done. But as long as you know you've been putting the work in, you've been fighting hard, even behind the scenes, going through things that people don't even know you've gone through just to make it to where you are, then that is all that counts. You don't have to always get the praise. So
self-worth.
Yeah. And, because it's a tough world out there. Everybody isn't going to, again, celebrate you. And some people out there know what you've done, and they're going to celebrate you because they're haters. So, yeah. So, yeah, just know who you are. Be proud of it. And don't listen to what they've got to say. Do what you love what you do. And, yeah, that is my quote. So take it with you this week.
All right, guys. That wraps up this episode. Sister Sound Off, all these different names and segments.
I am DannietheDoll.
I'm Sophie Jo. Make sure y'all
like and subscribe.
Sorry, I want to give a quick. Sorry if y'all hear me coughing throughout this episode. I think I have a cold, trying to get over it. But like she said, we are out of here. Make sure y'all following us on all socials at Sister Sound Off. Everything is Sister Sound Off, and we are sounding off.
Guess it's time,